Welcome to the ultimate book video. I have never done this video before. I've been seeing them float around for years and I've always wanted to. The thought and the concept of having one video where we do everything bookish fills me with so much joy. I can't believe we haven't even done one yet. So here we are. We're going to do my reading journal. We're going to go book shopping. We're going to pick out some books for my autumn TBR, prepare for autumn. We're going to read. We might even go to a cafe and read, and we're just going to talk books. I am so excited. What is on the agenda first, you might ask? I think I need to make a matcha and then we can talk books. Welcome to my matcha making station. I am right in front of a ton of windows and one of my neighbours just walked past. It is incredibly awkward. I have been obsessed with matcha for a really long time, but only very recently got into actually making it myself and making it at home. I really need to get some more powders. If anyone has any good matcha powders that are just matcha flavouring, like nothing else, please let me know, because I know there are so many out there. I don't even know where to start in getting one, other than I am a sworn fan and a sworn dedicated loyal fan to Bird and Blend. The only one that I've been making and using at home is the Bird and Blend Super Matcha, which is literally, it is the taste of blueberry muffins. The reason I got this one is because I am obsessed with Blank Street matcha, like the blueberry one and the white chocolate one, but the blueberry matcha from Blank Street I would sell my soul for every single day. But we don't have one of those in Brighton, so I can only get it every single time I go to London, which is heartbreaking. So I thought that this one would be like a good substitute, and it kind of is. It does taste different, like the actual blueberry muffin part, it tastes like an actual muffin. I don't know how they do it, but it is really good. I would really recommend this one from Bird and Blend if you are looking for a good blueberry matcha to make at home. But yeah, I do want to get some more powders. Maybe I'll get some today. I probably shouldn't, but maybe I will. Have my oat milk. I do prefer matcha with coconut milk, I think. And everywhere has oat milk, not everywhere has coconut milk. I don't know why that is. So today we are just going to go for oat milk. I'm going to bring you down so that I can actually show you the process. As I said, this is the one that I've been using, the Super Matcha from Bird and Blend. I've nearly run out. Like, I have been obsessed with this. Okay, we'll go with that. I have seen so many people put cinnamon into their matcha, and I really want to do that because I am anything cinnamon. I will love it and I obsess over it, but I don't feel like I want to do that with the blueberry one, which is one of the main reasons I want to just get a plain matcha. But I am going to put a little bit of vanilla syrup into it just because I like mine really sweet. I really want to get an electric whisk. If anything, one thing about me, guys, I am lazy. I'm just gonna put a little bit, like a teaspoon. Is this a teaspoon? I think it is, of vanilla syrup. Okay, and then I'm just gonna pour it in. Oh my god, that is perfect. Give her a mix and see the color. I'm happy with that color. I do normally like it maybe a little bit darker than this, but I'm so excited. Okay, let's give her a taste test. Oh my god, I made it really good today. The blueberry matcha, like nothing will beat blueberry matcha. But whilst we're here, before we do go out book shopping and also like autumnal shopping, I really want to see what autumn stuff they have in the shops currently. I have not been out shopping or even like window shopping in person in an actual shop in so long. So I want to bring you guys with me, see what they have. But before doing that, I thought it would be fun to show you some of the books that I really want to get to this autumn that are on my autumn TBR. I will have an entire autumn TBR going up very, very soon, literally consisting of every single book that I want to read in the next couple of months. So this is only like a handful of them. These are just some of the ones that I am so excited about that I wanted to show you, because I fear that I'm just gonna have to start them so soon. Obviously too, my September TBR has already gone up. Autumn reading for me starts in September, so alongside all of these books I will be reading all of those, so definitely go watch that if you haven't already. But some ones that didn't make it on my September TBR that I hope I can start reading this month are Monstrillo by Gerardo Samano Cordova. I have spoken about this before. This has been on one of my TBRs, I want to say in August, or maybe, I feel like it would have been August. No, wait, it was for July because it was for Summerween. It was on my Summerween TBR, but I just didn't get around to it, which I was really sad about, because this is one of the books on my TBR that I am most excited to currently get to. This is undoubtedly a 5-star prediction for me. I want to make sure that I definitely get to it this autumn. I feel like without a doubt I will. It's definitely one that I'm going to start hopefully really, really soon. I'm expecting this to be like a new favourite of the year. And one that I'm really excited about is a proof that actually does come out in September, and that is Lucy Undying by Kirsten White. I have never read anything by Kirsten White before. I've heard really great things equally about this from people who have already read it. I've heard really good things about Lucy Undying. This is an epic and seductive gothic fantasy where a vampire escapes the thrall of Dracula and embarks on her own search for self-discovery and true love. I absolutely love Dracula retellings. I love anything to do with like Dracula in general. I actually really loved Dracula when I first read it. It is definitely a classic that is quite dense, and I do understand why some people don't love it, but I just love everything surrounding it, like the vibe, everything gothic we know I love. But specifically I absolutely love, and I always eat up a vampire story or a Dracula retelling, and this cover is literally one of the most prettiest ones I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm so excited for this. One that I've had on my TBR, I want to say for like nearly 3 years, They Never Learn by Lane Fargo. I still cannot believe I have never read this. This is an absolute TBR veteran for me, and I don't know why, because I'm so excited. This was also a gift from Kendra from my Amazon wish list, I want to say 2-3 years ago for my birthday. Kendra, if you are still watching, I am so sorry I haven't gotten to this yet, but I promise like this autumn it's gonna be time. I'm so excited. All I know about They Never Learn is that we are following a teacher who is also a serial killer. Like, she's killing men on campus and like boys on campus who wrong women. I love a dark academia novel. I love a woman unhinged. I'm so excited. And a one that I've been wanting to read for years. Like, this one has been, I've been dying to read this. I feel like it has potential to become an all-time favorite. Is Beloved by Toni Morrison. This sounds completely up my alley. Again, it's gothic. I believe there is like some sort of haunted house thing. I know nothing about this, and gladly so. I really do want to go into it knowing as little as possible. I know that Toni Morrison is obviously like one of the best writers that we have ever encountered. I have only read The Bluest Eye and Recitative by Toni Morrison. I read both of them this year, fell head over heels for her writing. I now want to read everything she ever published, but the one that I am most excited about is absolutely Beloved. I have very high expectations. I hope it's a 5-star. And then last but certainly not least, another book that I've had on my radar for years from an author who I have rated 5 stars from before. I'm terrified for multiple reasons. 1, this is chunky. 2, been on my TBR for years. 3, it's Donna Tartt, and that is The Goldfinch. Look at the size of that. You could kill someone with that book. I have wanted to read The Goldfinch for as long as I can remember. The second that I finished, like, I had this on my radar, I want to say before even The Secret History. I read The Secret History for the first time, I want to say 3 years ago. Haven't read a Donna Tartt since, babe. The Secret History for me is one of my favourite books. Absolutely adored it. 5 out of 5 stars. I've heard just as good things about The Goldfinch, if not better. So many people in my real life prefer this. I'm very intrigued because The Secret History for me is like on a pedestal. So I'm very intrigued to see if it does or if I love it just as much, which is what I'm hoping. I don't know. I'm so excited to read it. But if I'm being honest, this is one of the books that I feel like I want to read towards the time where I'm going to Edinburgh this year. I am so excited to go back to Edinburgh. I went to Edinburgh for the first time with my boyfriend last autumn, and we came home on Halloween. I fell in love with the city. It was a place that I wanted to go to ever since I was a literal child, and finally being there was just so magical. I have fallen in love with it. I absolutely want to live in Edinburgh one day, but I'm going back this year with my 2 best friends. They have never been. I'm so excited, and we are going for Halloween, so we're going to be there for Halloween. So I want to like compile a list of books to read on the journey there whilst I am there. And I don't know why, but The Goldfinch screams one of those for me. I feel like this would be perfect to read on the train. If I do that though, I fear I'm gonna have to buy the Kindle edition because carrying that around for a laugh. I'm so excited to read The Goldfinch. Those are 5 books that I definitely want to get to this autumn. If you have read any of them, definitely let me know what you thought about them, which one you think that I should read first or save like for October. I feel like October is the coziest month. Like, October is the month that I plan specific books and specific videos for, so if you think any of those perfectly fit October, let me know. But yeah, you will hear me talk about those again in my massive autumn TBR, but I wanted to just touch upon them because I am so excited. Like, I could genuinely cry at the fact that we are almost in autumn again. But yeah, for now I'm gonna finish drinking my matcha. I want to watch a booktube video or 2. Rachel has just uploaded her New York City vlog, which I'm dying to watch. She's very quickly become like an absolute comfort booktuber for me. I love her content so much, so I want to watch that, finish my matcha, and then go out book shopping. I'm so excited. I hope we find good books.
Sway there in all the colors. Some love, lonesome dove, folded on the lawn.
I have just stepped through the door. I've just come home and I thought I would do you a little haul. I did not get a lot at all, which is probably a really good thing, but I really could have gone crazy. All I ended up getting were some candles and I got 2 books. I ended up going to a cafe too. I went to a new one for the first time. It had been a cafe that I'd been looking at for years. Ever since I first moved here, I wanted to go here. But there is something so daunting about going to a new cafe by yourself. I absolutely adore a cafe trip alone, but going to a new one for the first time is for some reason really daunting. But I ended up doing it. and I fell in love with it. One of the best carrot cakes I've ever had. I really needed to top up on some candlesticks because I have been running out. Normally, like, I'm not gonna lie, I've been doing quite well. There was a time not too long ago where I was probably buying 8 of these a week. It was not good. I finally ran out and I only decided to get 4. If you are in the Brighton area or you're ever visiting and you want to buy like beautiful candlesticks, they have so many different colours. They're also quite cheap for how long they last. Definitely go to Rural Simplicity. That is where I get all of my candles from. I would buy that entire shop if I could. Yeah, I ended up getting 4. These are the 2 colours that I always get. Like, without a doubt, these 2 colours are coming home with me. So, very happy about those. And then the 2 books that I ended up getting, I was actually filming a TikTok where I went like charity book shopping. I ended up going to so many charity shops but only bought 2 books, which again is probably a really good thing. First and foremost, we have Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. I read this for the first time when I was studying it in first year, I think, at uni, and I did really like it. I think studying at the time kind of took my fun out of it, but I did really like it, and it is one that I absolutely do want to revisit. And I don't own a copy, and I saw this one, I saw this cover, and I fell in love with it. I don't even know what edition it is. It just says Penguin Modern Classics, but on the inside it is dated from 1964. I don't know if this is an edition from 1964. If it is, I don't know if this is the copy that I'm definitely going to want to reread from, but I just love the cover. I love buying old looking editions of classics. Like, that is one of my biggest hobbies, so I got that. And then the second book that I bought is one that I've been wanting for years, but for some reason just never picked it up. I think I never picked it up because I knew that I wouldn't be getting to it like anytime soon. I am in no rush to read it, but I know that I definitely do want to read it, and that is Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Hill Hurston. I have heard so many incredible things about this. I've had so many people recommend it to me. I equally know nothing about it, and I kind of want to go into it like that. Literally blurbed by Zadie Smith and Toni Morrison. Like, what more could you want? This is also in pristine condition, and it was cheaper than it would have been if I got it new with my bookseller discount, so it came home with me. I want to catch up with my reading journal. I need to do all of my spreads for July, and I want to start doing my spreads for August. I used to want to do a reading journal for years, but I always felt so much pressure surrounding it until I just decided to get like a normal notebook and just kind of write all of the books that I've read in a month, like my favorite book of the month, and like a brief description of them all. And I'm honestly having so much fun with it. Having no pressure is such a joy. But yeah, I'm gonna catch up with my July spreads, start my August ones. If I'm whispering, it's because it's incredibly late and I don't want to be too loud. I wanted to show you guys because I am literally obsessed with doing a reading journal. This is your sign to start a reading journal, even if we are like in the middle to the end of the year. I want to say that I started mine like 2 months ago, and I really initially wasn't sure because it was in the middle of the year and I was like, what is the point? No, so much fun. This is your sign to start a reading journal. I'm going to catch up these spreads. I've literally just printed out all of the books that I've read in the past 2 months and I'm so excited. Hi guys, I have been out all day for one of my best friend's birthday. We just got back from the pub and I am a little bit tipsy. I don't know how this is gonna go, but we literally just got in and I saw that there was an Amazon parcel for me, but I was 99% sure that I hadn't ordered anything. It also felt like a book, and if it was anything from my wish list, which would be insane, I didn't want to open it and react to it off of camera, so I got one of my best friends to open it to see if it was a book, and she said that it was. So I'm literally like filming this clip right now as I'm tipsy because I want to know what it is. So we're gonna see. It literally, as I said, it is already open. I'm gonna, okay, I can feel a note first. This feels very chaotic, but I've got a note. Paula. So it's from Paula. Paula said, enjoy your gift, happy reading. Paula, thank you so much. I feel like I could definitely cry. No. And the book is The Housekeeper and the Professor by Yoko Ogawa, which I can't even tell you how long I've wanted this book. This is the author of The Memory Police, which is one of my all-time favourite books. So I've been wanting to read this for years. Ever since I finished The Memory Police, I have been dying to get to it. Paula, thank you so much. I'm not gonna lie, I honestly forget that my wish list is always down below, and I just never expect anyone to get anything for me. So Paula, thank you so much. I'm so excited for this. I'm definitely, oh my god, those end papers. I'm so excited to get to this. It's definitely one I'm gonna have to try and read before the end of the year now. Paula, thank you so much. Like, that's so kind. It has been a long emotional day. I will definitely, no doubt, probably actually cry. I'm so excited. I ran out of storage, so I'm really sorry if the angle has changed, but as I was saying, I don't even really know what this book is about, but because it is by Yoko Ogawa, like, I have 5-star expectations. As I said, I'm definitely gonna have to try and read this before the end of the year. Thank you so much, Paula. You really did not have to get me a book, but I really appreciate it. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I know I've said it a million times, but Paula, thank you so much. Oh my god, I'm sorry that I unboxed this barely tipsy, but I can't believe it. I wanted to unbox it obviously on camera. Now though, it is, I'm gonna say it quietly because I know she can hear me and she's probably listening. It is cake time, and guys, when I tell you, this is so random. I wasn't even gonna show anyone this. Look at what we have to put on her cakes. I'm dead. I'm actually dead. Hi guys, I wanted to come on and give an update and also end this little ultimate book video vlog. I did in the end at the cafe finish Philosophy of the Home by Emmanuel Coquia, and I, as expected, rated this 5 stars. I cannot believe it because in August I ended up having 3 5-star books. I'm so excited to rave about them. I'm literally going to film my August wrap up right after this. I'm so excited. I read so many books and we know that I don't often rate books 5 stars, but in August I had 3. This was one of them. I absolutely fell in love with this. I know I've said that so many times, but like, please read it. Considering I don't read too many non-fiction books, this is absolutely a non-fiction book that here on out is one of my favorites in general, but I'm definitely going to revisit for what I feel like is the rest of my life. Obviously I was reading this as research for my novel, but equally I feel like I probably would have loved it just as much if I was reading it just out of pure interest and pure enjoyment. This was deeply fascinating. This author's narrative at times did feel very fictional and it didn't feel very heavy in terms of its information. Like, it was not a hard pill to swallow. It was very much digestible and very accessible. I was just utterly obsessed with this. I know I keep saying it. I'm probably going to continue to say it for a while. It might actually make its way in my top 10 of the year, which is baffling because it's non-fiction. For me, that's baffling. But yeah, despite it being a non-fiction, even if you don't read a ton of non-fiction, please try this. Like, again, it's really short. It did take me a while to read, but because I was doing it as research, I would 100% recommend it. It was so good. But yeah, that ends out today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched all the way until the end, I absolutely loved just filming one vlog that was a little bit more lifestyle, a little bit more chill, but equally all books and like just doing everything bookish. I absolutely adored it. If you did enjoy this video / you like this sort of vlog style, definitely let me know and I'll be sure to do a bunch more. Equally, as always, if you've read any of the books that I mentioned in this video / just let me know what you're currently reading down below if you so desire, or if you watched until the very end of the video and you don't really know what to comment a cat emoji because there is a cute cat on the cover of Philosophy of a Home. Yeah guys, thank you so much as always for being here and for spending some time with me, and I hope to see you again very soon in another video.